Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Ryan Rastall here again in the Performance Centre here at Howley Hall Golf Club in Leeds. Today I've got the COBRA King LTD X and X Max fairway woods to take a look at, so come on. We've got a brand new range of fairway woods from COBRA, and I've got two of the models here. The one I don't have is the LS, so the low spin version, but the two I have, so the Max and the normal King Limited here, Limited X, should I say here, basically are going to suit the widest variety of golfer anyway. So me hitting them here in the Performance Centre and a little bit outside should show you really what they're supposed to do. So let's talk a little bit about the technology. So PWCOR technology is prevalent in all of these. So we've got this little silver bit here. So this is where the CG is moved low and forward in the head. This is achieved by a tungsten and aluminium kind of weight cartridge that's in them, shifting that weight forward for you. So really helping to change the type of ball flight that we'd expect from a fairway wood. We've still got the weighting in there that's providing some MOI, so moving it back a little bit and giving you that forgiveness. But we've also got technology in there shifting weight a little bit more forward. We've got the carbon crown as well. Obviously the matte kind of finish I think looks great, but it also making it out of carbon makes it lighter so they can move weight around the head a little bit more too. So in this, which is the standard Limited X model, it comes as a 3-wood 15 degrees. I've lofted it down a little bit to 14 just to try and suit me a little bit better. But the other technology in here is the hot face. So basically what they've done in that technology, it's kind of invisible for you because it's all done inside the head. It's the way that the head is contoured and the face is contoured inside, so that if we miss-hit this golf club, we're going to get hotter spots on the face away from the centre, so it lets us get away with it a little bit. And these are engineered using AI really, so looking at where golfers miss the middle of the face more often, so it might be certain handicap types might miss high out the toe or low out the heel, and these will be changed within each model in this fairway wood series to help that type of golfer get the most out of the ball speed when they don't hit the middle of the club face. So we're expecting some great forgiveness in this. We're obviously in the Max model here where we've got the weight in the heel, going to expect that bit more draw bias in there, but also a little bit, I suppose, with the standard Limited X model, we'd probably expect it to move a little bit right to left in the air, particularly for myself who tends to do that anyway, and certainly whenever I use anything that's draw bias, it kind of accentuates it that little bit more. But We'll try them on the Trackman here in the Performance Centre. They've both got the hazardous smoke green shaft in, and it's a shaft I've used before and got on well with before, so I'd expect the numbers in here to be pretty good. But like I say, we're going to try it in here. We're going to go out onto the golf course here at Howley Hall as well, see exactly how it performs, and then we'll have a bit of a wrap up at the end and talk a little bit about what I've found or what I've thought about the fairway woods while testing them as well. But for now, let's go hit a few. So out here on the golf course, second tee here at Howley, a pretty good test for both of these fairway woods. So I'm going to try the one, at the minute it's got the kind of draw bias weighting in there. I've actually set it to be quite neutral, so I've moved the weight to the back of it. Let's see how that performs. I've got it set, it's 15.5 as standard, I've just knocked it down to 14.5. So we'll see exactly how it performs out here on the golf course. We'll hit a couple of balls with each model. I'll give you a bit of feedback. Straight away the looks behind the ball, great. I love that matte finish on the top, the little C with the crown on it, COBRA badge on there, looks really cool as well. So let's see if we can get one somewhere down the fairway. Nice little draw, just going to finish over that left hand bunker I think, but Pretty good hit, nice flight as well. Let's try another one. Again, I would expect this, the way it's weighted, to maybe move a little bit more right to left in the air than the next model I'm going to try, but still, like I say, looks and feel wise, I think it's really, really nice. Again, yeah, just moving a bit that way in the air. Started okay, just turned over a touch in the air, but you can certainly kind of feel the difference in the two fairway woods. So when we hit this one, straight away, slightly different appearance when you sit it behind the ball. We've obviously got completely neutral weighting in this now, where we don't have that draw weight port in there now. So we've just got the 8 grams at the back there. So we'd expect maybe slightly lower flight with this, easier to hit straight for me, particularly that person who normally moves it a little bit right to left. Loft on this slightly different, so 15 as a standard, and I've knocked it down to 14, so it's half a degree stronger than the one we've just tried. But looks wise, not too dissimilar really. I think it's alright behind the ball, it's nice. That matte finish on there as well, I really, really like that with a lot of the clubs that are out this year. I think it looks really smart. That felt lovely, really nice high draw down the right hand side. Much better flight on it, I thought. It looked a bit more penetrating in the air. Let's just try one more. The sound, I don't know if you got that on there, but it sounded really, really good as well. Not bad, just turned over a little bit, but good strike again. Down that right hand side, drawing, but both of them feel really good. I really prefer the sound of this one. I don't know why there's such a difference with just not having that weight in the heel, but let's get up there, see exactly where they've both ended up and do a bit of a comparison. So we've got up here to where I've hit the two with the draw model of the fairway wood, and you can see why draw model doesn't really suit me very much. I'm not even on the same hole. You can probably see that from the tracer that I put on there as well, but this one a little bit left of where I wanted it to. The other one just in the trees up here as well. But with the other model, the lower spin model that I was able to knock down loft-wise a little bit more, we can see the first one I hit, which was really good down the right-hand side, nice little draw, finished middle of the fairway there. And the second one, just up here over the bunker, decent position. And again, we've got a nice little sort of 70, 65 yard pitch into the green. So whilst we can see both of the models doing exactly what they should do, so the lower spinning one with less draw bias goes a little bit straighter, the one with a bit more draw bias, I was turning it over a little bit in the air. Now some of that is obviously me as well, but we can see that the technology in there kind of backs up what we've seen inside as well. So it finishes a little bit more left of target, a bit higher spin and higher launch. So let's get back inside and just do a bit of a run through of everything that we've seen.
So now I've come back in from the golf course, and having hit some on the Trackman here beforehand, the one thing that stood out for me is that these models look very similar. They sit pretty similar behind the ball. In fact, I couldn't really tell the difference between them. I had to keep checking when I was out on the golf course which one had the draw bias weight in the heel, because I couldn't really tell from the looks and the address position. But the performance is massively different, and certainly on the Trackman we can see, if I put the numbers up here for you to look at, the spin is completely different with the standard limited X model compared to the Max. You can see it's lower than most of the drivers that I've hit really in terms of the spin, and you can see it doesn't actually carry that much further than the Max, but because of the low spin we're getting so much more run. So if it's a club you want to hit off the tee, absolutely awesome for that really, because it's just going to run all day long. And you know, I've knocked it down by 1 degree, but it can go down a little bit more than that to another half a degree. So I mean, you could strengthen it, get it to that 13.5 degree loft and almost use it as a driving club really. Whereas you can see in the Max model, higher launch, it's got that kind of more tendency to go a little bit left for you as well. And certainly out on the golf course, that's exactly what I saw. It just backed up everything that I've seen on the Trackman. So we can see here on the Trackman, those shots are generally higher. Like I say, the spin is much, much higher. And they finished, like I say, more left of target, if anything. So they're moving right to left in the air a hell of a lot more. Whereas when I use the standard model, we can see generally that group in there with the Trackman data is much straighter. Not only that, but like I say, the spin just crazy low really for a fairway wood. And and really, really good. And this is, you know, to back that up, this isn't the low spin model. There is a supposedly lower spinning model than this that's going to come out. I don't have a sample of it, but looking forward to test it as well. I love Cobra fairway woods. I don't think I've hit one that I've not liked, to be honest, and certainly they just improve all the time. The looks are great. I love the matte finish on the top of it. I love the orange and the white kind of paint accents on there as well. I think they look quality. They're going to look great on the shelf in the pro shop, but also they're going to perform fantastically well for you out there on the golf course. But like I say, don't just take my word for it. Go and try them. Go and get fitted properly for them as well. Cobra do lots of demo days up and down the country. There are lots of good PGA pros out there and custom fitters that will help you get the right Cobra fairway wood for you. And like I say, with all these three models and the different lofts they're offered in, we've obviously got the baffler rails that come into play when we go in the higher lofts as well. The 3 woods don't have them, but when you get into the 5 wood and the 7 wood in some of these models, the baffler rails are there as well to even help more get the weight down, get the ball up in the air, help you launch it. For those players who don't like hybrids or long irons, there'll be a model of fairway wood there that will help you as well. But like I say, go and get properly custom fitted, try them out for yourselves with different shafts and lofts and settings and things like that. Make sure you leave with the correct golf club for you. So I hope you've enjoyed that review. I've loved testing these. Like I said just a second ago, I love Cobra fairway woods. I think they're absolutely fantastic and amongst the best up there. Probably very underrated, to be honest, as well. But definitely try them. Go out and hit them. See what you think for yourself. And hopefully you've enjoyed that review. And if you want to see loads more content from all of us here at Golfshake to help you play more and play better, hit the subscribe button and see all of that on our YouTube channel.